Hey guys, happy 2024. I cannot believe we are in a new year. With new years come new seasons in life, new challenges, new goals. There's so much new. But I'm going to start out with you guys sharing with you a bunch of new things for myself personally, as far as this channel, Financial Hair and Faith, as well as other things that I have going on. And I realized that in the background is my mirror, so you can see the back of me. Well, at least I got on pants today. I just appreciate you all so much for being here. For those of you who've been rocking with me for a really long time, for the newbies who have showed up and subscribed, thank you so much. Now let's get to those goals. I have been wanting to grow my hair like really long for a really long time. I've had setbacks, I've had challenges, I've had other people do things that kind of impacted my length retention. So I am literally responsible for my own hair now, like literally every single aspect of it, from taking care of it on a regular basis to styling it, and yes, trimming it. I do not have to have my hair perfectly even when I trim my hair, because I do wear it either protected or in a kind of curly state. And of course, because I live by the train, it want to drive by right now while I'm recording this video. So with that in mind, I will be doing a lot of protective styling this year. It is my goal to keep my hair protected 99.9% of the time. And by that, I mean, I will only take my hair out and down if I'm going someplace special, like if I get invited to a wedding or an event, something like that. My goal is to finally get back to, I was so close to waist length in the back, but the front of my hair has always been like stuck at armpit length, which, you know, I mean, that's not like a terrible length. It's still long, but you know, when you have goals, you want to reach those goals. So one of the things that I plan on doing is, first of all, I will be washing my hair every 2 to 3 weeks. I won't be doing this weekly wash thing anymore. It's just too much manipulation. I've kind of vacillated back and forth between once a week, every 2 to 3 weeks. Once a month is way too, that's stretching it out too much for me. Like my scalp is not trying to hear that. Doing a lot of scalp massages. I'm using my oils to massage my scalp. And that brings me to one of the new products that I just started using, because I am like an oil fanatic. I cannot stay focused on one oil. I don't know why. It is the 10-in-1 hair growth oil by Hair Growth Co. First of all, a little goes a really long way. It is super potent. All of the ingredients in this oil are organic. And it says here, all of the oils, it says 100% natural, no synthetic ingredients. All of the oils are organic, but it has shea butter powder in it. It has peppermint oil, rosemary oil, castor oil, lavender oil, avocado oil, coconut oil, vitamin E, soybean oil, lemongrass, macadamia oil, grapeseed oil, and argan oil. This is a blend of all organic oils plus the shea butter powder is added. Now, I had a video that actually went viral a few years ago when shea butter got really popular, where I was like, yeah, shea butter don't grow your hair, because like your hair grows from your scalp. It is touted to help strengthen the length of your strands, and they're even telling you when you use shea butter, don't put it on the scalp. So how can your hair grow from something that, if maybe it impacts length retention, but yeah, I'm not going to revisit that. I'll leave a link to that video down below. It's actually one of my most popular videos, because, you know, when you come out with your opinions, your thoughts and things, all the little crazies come out. But I said what I said, and that's that. Oil, regardless, it really is very stimulating. It's peppermint oil, and I will be using it with my scalp massage brush, which I shared in another video, which I'll link that down below. And another new product that I'm using is aloe vera spray. So this is aloe vera spray in liquid form. The only thing in addition to the aloe vera leaf juice is it does have some citric acid added to it. It also has some potassium sorbate and ascorbic acid. These are just so that this stuff doesn't go rancid. But I use this to spritz my twists, my braids. Right now, I have my hair in large chunky twists, and they're just pinned up. So I'm not doing anything fancy with my hair this year at all. I actually did start working on a book of 20 plus hairstyles for blown out and straight natural hair that is in the works. I'm still editing it, but all those styles I kind of worked on and did last year. I did not show these styles in like YouTube videos or anything like that. These are styles that I just created on blown out and straight natural hair when, you know, I had my hair in that state, and I share how to do them. It's more like a pictorial. It's not like demonstrations for like, it's not like videos, but it's a book, and it's I mean, you can follow the pictorial of how to create these styles, and I will be sharing that on my new, another goal, reached a goal this year. I relaunched the Fine Natural Hair and Faith shop. It is a digital product shop of products that, don't get it twisted, just because it's digital does not mean it's not as good as something that's in print. I'm just saying, because I have put my heart and soul into the products that are in this shop. Now, I had a shop before, you know, I was selling on Etsy, but you know, it's time for me to do me and elevate and have my own real estate, so to speak. You know, selling on Etsy's fine, but now I have my own shop. It is a complete shop. I believe there's like 17 products there now. If you get on my mailing list, you'll be alerted as to, you know, like discounts, new products that come out, information. And also on Tuesdays, I do a new thing with my newsletter, and it is Grace Curls Tuesdays, sharing my tips of all things natural hair care with Fine Hair Naturals in mind. That newsletter is for my girls. And anyway, I will leave a link to that down in the description box below, but let's get back to the goals portion of this video. So aside from me growing my hair longer, I really do want to maintain like the ends of my hair with bulk, which means I might have to trim it a little bit often. Not often, but like a little bit more than I normally would do. And part of that reason is throughout the winter months, I am straightening my hair. So I will straighten my hair. Like, I straightened my hair for Christmas, and now 1 month later, I'm about to straighten my hair again in 2 weeks because it's my birthday. This time being that I'm straightening my hair, I realized that, you know, when you straighten your hair, it's heat. You cause a little fraying if you do it a little bit too often. But, you know, that's the risk reward. Like, I want my hair straight. I'm okay with doing just a tiny bit of damage. And if I have to trim it more, then fine. But I did trim my hair. I believe it was Christmas Eve. No, it was, actually Christmas Eve. Yes, I trimmed my hair. Here's a picture of that. And as you can see, those ends are nice and full. They're still nice and full and healthy. I'm not going to straighten again after my birthday until Valentine's Day. So it's kind of like a once a month thing, you know, throughout the winter time. But the rest of this year, there will be no straightening. There will be no wash and goes. It is literally going to be me keeping my hair stretched and keeping my hair protected. I can go be like, oh, I want to be waist length. Oh, I want to be this. No, I want to grow my hair as long as it can possibly grow. We talked a little bit about products, but I'm going to share with you this. I am focusing on using pretty much 2 to 3 product brands again and again, like recycling. I'm not doing the product junkie thing, trying this and that. I actually stopped that quite a while ago, but there's something to be said for finding products that you know work really well for your hair and sticking with them. But because, you know, maybe your hair might get a little bit used to them, it's good to have a little rotation going. So I have a rotation going, and I will share in a future video all of the products that I'm using, like literally all of them. Some of them you guys know. I just introduced you to 2 new ones, but there are others. And I wouldn't say that it's like a little bit of products. It's just the consistency in which I use those products, because let's face it, guys, if you're going to work on any kind of goals, consistency is really the key. The consistency in what you do with your hair routines, the consistency in the products you use, the consistency in how you handle and manage your hair. Let's talk about trimming a little bit. So my hair, you know, being that it's curly, you know, when you have curly hair, your hair really does not need to be even, because actually, in fact, you don't want it even, because it would look very odd, you know, really strange when your hair is curly. If it would cut totally even, it would have no shape. It just would not look good. So I do trim my hair on straightened hair, but I don't go for completely straight ends. In fact, the way I trim my hair is literally, I split it down the center, I split it down the sides, I put my hair in 4 ponytails, and I snip those ponytails, then I release them, and I look to see how my hair is falling, and I snip a little bit more if necessary. Is it professional? No. Should you do it this way? Absolutely not. Do what works for you. And if that means going to a salon and letting them trim for you, do that. Really do that. I'm not trying to be funny, but I've discovered that me going to salons, they trim entirely too much. They trim based on the fact that they feel like this part is maybe like shorter than what's down here. So down here looks a little thinner because these two ends, they don't meet. Of course, now my phone's ringing. So let me handle that and I'll be right back. Okay, lots of interruptions today. I don't get it. We'll be trimming my hair approximately 1 to 2 times a year. I trimmed a little bit more often because I was straightening, but because I'm going to cease straightening after Valentine's Day, I won't have to trim as often. I may need to like do a little bit of dusting, or if I feel any like, single strand knots, but for the most part, I'm not going to be doing a whole bunch of trimming because that is literally counterproductive. Whoever says you need to trim your hair every 6 to 8 weeks, you literally are trimming off the exact amount of hair that you've grown. There's no way you'd be at the same length. Now, if that's your goal to stay at the same length, then by all means, trim 6 to 8 weeks to keep those ends perfect. But for me, that's not the goal. Okay, so we went through goals. We went through hair products. We talked about trimming. We talked a little bit about styling. Honestly, not going to be a lot of styling going on because, again, trying to maintain that length. So it's going to be more protective styling than anything. I will not be doing a lot of videos on styling here. What I do plan to ramp up as far as videos here on the channel for this 2024 year is more wash day videos, basically showing you what I'm doing, creating a sort of chronological order so that you can watch how my hair transforms from now until the end of 2024, God willing, or if Jesus come back, then y'all won't see it, but this is what it's going to be. I will do more wash day videos, which is a lot more work because the editing when it comes to wash day videos is insane. Because I'm only going to be doing my hair every 2 to 3 weeks, y'all probably not going to get a weekly video out of me anymore. It used to be that way, but now that I'm managing and running the shop, as well as I'm still, writing articles, and I still want to keep this YouTube channel, and I do have another YouTube channel which I neglected for far too long. I share other things besides hair. I will leave that link down in the description box below in case you're interested in like any type of like lifestyle content. I do want to create more of that type of content in the future. And so I can't do all those things and all the things and do weekly videos here on Financial Hair and Faith. Sorry guys. You will at least get 2 a month out of me. I'm gonna keep it going. It'll be consistent. It just won't be as often. One of the things I'm going to cover on my other channel is some more personal videos, my health journey. I started it over there and then I kind of like fell by the wayside. I'm doing some things a little bit differently now, and I'm starting to lose weight again, but because I am insulin resistant, it takes a lot. It's a lot to lose weight when you're insulin resistant and you're in menopause. That alone is like, it makes losing weight very difficult. But I want to make this less about the weight loss and more about me getting healthy, because I know that when I get healthy, the weight loss will come. And so I'm going to talk about that a little bit more on my other channel. And I'm also going to talk about some financial stuff, financial goals that I've set, things, progress against my debt. A little sneak peek. When I started that channel, I'm going to say about 2 years ago, or maybe a little less than 2 years, I was in debt like $63,000. Like, that's insane. I paid almost half of that. Well, I probably paid more than half, but I'm going to talk about that on the other channel. I don't want to get too distracted, but this is what we working with, y'all. I won't be doing a lot of edges laying. I still use like my pomades to lay my edges, but pomades in general are very like buttery. They're not thick and heavy like gel, and they're not drying like gel. So I will put those on my edges, and as you can see, like I don't really have laid edges, but my edges are tame, if that makes any sense. Like, tame is more important to me than slayed and laid. Oh my God, like, can you not? No. I'm actually posting another video in just a few days. I know I said I'm going to be infrequent, and I am, but I got to catch up a little bit. And it is showing you the hairstyle, how I set my hair. Literally, this is my length retention hairstyle, and I will not deviate from it. Okay? Thanks for watching. God bless you. And again, I hope that you have a very happy new year. I hope that this year brings you love and compassion and God's mercies and grace and favor for your life. I'm going to talk a little bit more about the faith side of things as well. I'm going to be sharing a lot more on faith as well, not just hair, because again, this channel is fine natural hair and faith. Bye guys.